Have you ever pondered the magnitude of time it would take to traverse the entire globe? It's a question that tickles the fancy of many a wanderlust-filled heart. In the grand scheme of things, Earth, our home, is but a tiny speck in the vast cosmos. Yet when you consider its breadth and depth, it's a wonder to imagine the length of time it would take to experience it all. Now imagine setting off on an expedition, a journey to circumnavigate the globe. The prospect is thrilling, isn't it? But how long would such an adventure take? To answer this, we delve into the realm of statistics and data. If you were to travel non-stop, covering every inch of the Earth's surface would take about 40,000 kilometers. That's roughly the equivalent of the Earth's circumference. If you were to travel at an average speed of 80 kilometers per hour, roughly the speed limit on most highways, it would take you 500 hours. That's about 21 days of non-stop travel. But of course, this calculation is purely theoretical. It doesn't account for the realities of travel: rest, refueling, navigation through challenging terrains, weather disruptions, and actually taking the time to experience the places you visit. So, let's add in the variables. Assuming you spent about 8 hours a day on the road, that's a pretty hefty travel schedule, you'd need about 63 days of actual travel time. Then factor in time for rest and refueling. If you allotted about 8 hours a day for sleep and meals, that's another 63 days. Now, what about sightseeing? If you spent just one day in each of the 195 countries around the world, that's an additional 195 days. So when you add all of these together, you'd need a total of 321 days to travel the world. That's almost a full year. Of course, this is a rough approximation. Factors like visa processing times, travel restrictions, and personal preferences can all significantly alter this timeline. In conclusion, the time it takes to travel the world is not just about distance and speed. It's a complex equation that factors in rest, refueling, sightseeing, and the unpredictable elements of travel. So if you're contemplating a journey around the world, bear in mind that it's not just a trip, it's a commitment of almost a year. But then again, what could be a more splendid way to spend a year than exploring the wonders of our beautiful planet?